Hey travelers, today we are talking about tipping at all-inclusive resorts in Mexico and why, contrary to what you might have heard, tipping should always and only be done in pesos, not American dollars. When you're staying at an all-inclusive resort in Mexico, tipping isn't mandatory, but let's be honest, it is expected. The question is, what currency should you tip in? And for the answer to this, the answer is truly with the resort employee and what their needs are. So, for example, when they get off work or on their day off, if they need to buy gas or get groceries, they can obviously use American dollars. But as we know from our own experience, the exchange rate that they get is not going to be favorable. So let's talk about some of the reasons why it is better to be tipping in Mexican pesos. First and foremost, if you plan on tipping with coins in any other currency, they are basically worthless. They cannot accept them and they cannot exchange them at the bank. Now, if you've given them dollars and they want to go out to the local market and do some shopping, that's fine. But in order to exchange those for pesos, they're going to have to take their one day off per week and line up to exchange this money into local currency. And that might sound pretty straightforward and easy because you can just go to an exchange place or a bank. But the problem with the exchange places is that in Mexico, you're required to show your passport in order to change funds. So for a lot of Mexicans who don't carry a passport, don't own one, that's going to be a problem. And then if you want to look at going to the bank and getting the money exchanged there, putting it into an account, well, the problematic thing there is that a lot of Mexicans don't have a bank account. In fact, in a 2020 article by The Economist, they quoted World Bank statistics saying that only 37% of Mexican adults actually have a bank account. And to further complicate things, if you've given them a bill that is ripped or torn or damaged in any way or folded into one of these cute little designs with the creases, unfortunately the banks are not going to accept them. So at the end of the day, tipping in Mexican pesos is the ideal route to go for any of your fabulous servers. Any tip is of course appreciated, but pesos are the way to go. So I hope you found this information useful and maybe you even learned something. I know there's a lot of information in there that I was surprised to learn when I first found it out about some of the banking situations and stuff like that. I've usually tipped in pesos before, but this was a pretty good reminder and explanation on why you should always tip in local currency and not in any other foreign currency. If you enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on future videos and informational updates, and we'll see you on the next one.